In 1996, Arsenal made a decision that sent shockwaves through English football. They hired a manager that most fans, and even some players, had never heard of. The newspapers mocked him with the now infamous headline, "Arsène Who?" Skepticism was everywhere. Could a man who had been coaching in Japan really transform Arsenal? Fast forward 2 years, and that same unknown Frenchman had just won Arsenal the Premier League and FA Cup double. But Wenger's impact wasn't just about trophies. He changed the way English football worked, from the training ground to the dinner table. Before Wenger, Arsenal were built on grit, organisation and defensive resilience. Under George Graham, they had won titles in 1989 and 1991, but by the mid-90s, things had changed. Graham was forced out after a financial scandal, and his replacement, Bruce Rioch, lasted just one season. Arsenal finished fifth in the 1995-96 season. A solid but uninspiring team, still relying on its famously rigid backline but lacking attacking flair. Meanwhile, Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United were revolutionizing English football with attacking football, youth development, and a relentless winning mentality. Arsenal needed a response. And that response came in the form of a bespectacled Frenchman with radical ideas. David Dein, Arsenal's vice-chairman, had been following Wenger for years. He saw a visionary. Wenger had impressed at Monaco, before an unexpected move to Japan expanded his tactical perspective. But when Arsenal appointed him, English football scoffed. Could a foreign coach really succeed in a league dominated by British managers? His first priority was to fix Arsenal's outdated training methods and dietary habits. English football had a pub culture, post-match beers, greasy meals, minimal focus on recovery. Wenger saw this as madness. He banned junk food, introduced strict nutrition plans, and got his players on a diet of pasta, fish, and lean proteins. It wasn't just about fitness, it was about extending careers, and it worked. Players like Tony Adams, Lee Dixon, and Martin Keown, who were approaching their 30s, suddenly had renewed energy. Wenger also brought in yoga and stretching, ensuring players stayed injury-free longer. English football had never seen anything like it. But Wenger wasn't just changing what happened off the pitch. He was about to redefine how Arsenal played football. He implemented a modern 4-4-2 that prioritised technical skill, movement, and possession. His philosophy? Football should be as beautiful as it is effective. Instead of the rigid, direct football that had dominated England, Wenger's Arsenal played with freedom. Full-backs overlapped, midfielders made late runs, wingers cut inside. And with players like Dennis Bergkamp pulling the strings, Arsenal became a joy to watch. But a philosophy is nothing without the right players. Wenger scouted talent across Europe, bringing in gems for bargain prices. He signed Patrick Vieira from AC Milan for just £3.5 million, and he would become the heartbeat of Arsenal's midfield. He brought in Emmanuel Petit, a perfect partner for Vieira. He added Marc Overmars, a winger with electrifying pace, and a young Nicolas Anelka, who had been overlooked in France. By Christmas 1997, Arsenal were 12 points behind Manchester United. Critics were ready to write Wenger off. But what happened next was one of the greatest comebacks in Premier League history. Wenger's tactics clicked into place, and Arsenal went on an unstoppable 10-game winning streak. The defining moment? A 1-0 victory at Old Trafford, with Marc Overmars scoring the decisive goal. From that moment, the title was Arsenal's to lose. On May 3rd, 1998, Arsenal officially became Premier League champions, thrashing Everton 4-0 at Highbury. Tony Adams's famous goal, where he surged forward from defence, controlled the ball, and smashed it into the net, became the perfect symbol of Wenger's Arsenal. Disciplined, yet daring, structured, yet stylish. But Arsenal weren't done. They defeated Newcastle 2-0 in the FA Cup final, securing the double. Wenger became the first foreign manager to achieve this feat in English football, proving that his methods were not just different, they were revolutionary. Wenger's impact extended beyond Arsenal. His focus on diet, fitness, and tactical sophistication changed the entire Premier League. Soon, clubs across England were modernising their approach, and foreign managers followed in his footsteps. Mourinho, Benitez, Guardiola, all bringing their own brand of footballing philosophy. Arsène Wenger didn't just win Arsenal the double in 1998, he changed the club, the league, and English football forever. His ideas laid the foundation for Arsenal's dominance in the early 2000s, including the legendary Invincibles season. More than 2 decades later, his influence is still visible in the way football is played, coached, and even consumed. He was a visionary, a pioneer, and the man who changed the game forever. Thank you for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.